Hi, my name is Jason Beck, and my love for these critters led me to a dream job protecting Idaho's wildlife and the habitats they depend on. Idaho Fish and Game recognizes the importance of migration and connection between landscapes. Right now, I want to show you how mule deer get through Soda Springs, Idaho. These are the radio collar locations of 60 mule deer, and we convert the data into a heat map so it's easier to see this migration. And this is a real-world look, where the mule deer from the mountains east of Soda Springs head west for winter. There's some stopover habitat on Rabbit Hill and east of town. Some of the deer can hang out in the middle of the migration for days, weeks, or even months. But eventually everything converges into this track to make their way through the north end of Soda Springs. And the first roadblock is actually a natural one, where they all converge in this one spot to make it down the lava rock reef. Fortunately, these railroad tracks are low speed and low use, so the deer don't seem to have a lot of trouble getting across. Highways are always a major concern. With a low traffic speed, there are not a lot of roadkill on this one, and the efforts by Bayer to relocate and remove fences to set them back away from the road has made a huge difference in the road mortality in this area. And before we go much further, I want to take a minute and talk about the timing of this migration. So we're going to pause right here and take a look back. In December 2025, there was no snow when we would expect the migration to occur. About half of the deer migrated anyway, and we don't even need snow to see the path of 1,000 mule deer. What this reflects is that about half of the deer make the migration on schedule, and the other half finish the migration based on the weather. This is Fish and Game's timing data, where you can see the trend for the general migration with additional waves based on the weather. This stopover zone east of town is really important for keeping the herd healthy. It's January 2026, and this herd near Formation Springs, along with these deer near the high school, are avoiding congestion on the winter range and the migration corridor. But even if they hold out until February, the snow will likely push them to finish the migration. Now don't be surprised if you find someone that didn't know about 2,000 mule deer slipping through the north end of Soda Springs, because they mostly do it in the night. And now we're back to the spot we left off, but before I take you into the air again, let's watch a few mule deer go past our motion-triggered camera. Okay, we're back in the air again, and you can see when we hit some open space, the deer tend to spread out a little bit, but they still follow pretty closely together. It's interesting that they even avoid trees on this route, and that's probably because they want to be able to see predators from long distances in the dark. During the daytime or while resting, they may want trees, but not when they're trying to get across to something like this very quickly. They like to avoid fences, even as much as going through gates, and when they do hit this fence line, they spread out quite a bit, trying to find the place they like to go through it. It's pretty evident that any new fence line or other development on this pathway would cause a disruption to this migration. But then they all come back together one last time to cross a single bridge before they spread out to their winter range in the Soda Hills. So whether you're in Soda Springs or really any part of Idaho, there's a really cool migration story in your backyard, and we can work together to protect it.